Good morning, Facebook world. How are you? I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm unsure at times. But I listen to my heart and my gut. I know that right now, there's no more important thing that I can do than connect with our community. Maybe if I put the microphone on. Gee, I love it. It's actually quite funny because I've been sitting here in contemplation about what I'm going to share with you today. Shorty's busy this morning, and we've got our 12 days of Christmas coming up. And I love that I started with the microphone over to the left because that's how deep in contemplation I've been, right? Am I a dreamer? Yeah, am I a dreamer thinking that we really can make a difference? We really can do something in our community to bring us closer together. 12 days of Christmas. It's been an interesting journey, and something that I'm really learning and growing through the opportunities around fundraising, the opportunities around the impact that we make. What is the impact that we make? Why is the 12 days of Christmas so important? What is it that's going to make a difference to my life, to your life, to our lives? Connection. Connection. Yesterday it was an extraordinary day for me. Oscar finished primary school yesterday, and that's been a fair journey. And I looked at it and I'm like, how do I want that to finish? How do I want his primary school years to be finished? What are the things that I want to gift him so that he moves forward into his high school years with positivity and the lessons and the opportunities that are going to help him to grow? So I sat down and focused through on all the amazing things he accomplished, and I wrote him this beautiful letter, just letting him know and validating him as a human being. I asked him, so I let him actually read that on his own. I didn't sit with him, and I asked him, he goes, how was that? He goes, Dad, it was interesting. It was emotional. He goes, but I'm really grateful that you did that. I'm like, thank you. And then we finished school yesterday, and at school, we actually went back to every classroom and that he'd been in. And I said to him, Oscar, I said, what's your favorite memory from this year? And he shared his memory. Then we went back to the next one, all the way back to prep, even to the point where there's a photo of Marcella, Oscar, and I sitting on a bench outside that classroom on his very first day. So I took a photo of us sitting at the same bench at that on his very last day. And what a journey, as he steps into that, it's just going to be extraordinary. Like, I can't wait to see what the little dude accomplishes. I mean, what's that got to do with where we're at right now? I believe as a parent, my job is to support him to be the best version of himself, put him in front of the right people, give him the best opportunities, like most parents are really working hard to do. What if we did that to our society? Now, at the moment, I'm working on the 12 days of Christmas, and I can't wait. We start that next Monday. Next Monday, we start our 12 days of Christmas, connecting with the community. We've got some amazing people joining us, and I'm so stoked to go. Heather Joy Bassett's coming to join us. We've got Scotty McLaughlin, Lisa Westgate. I've got Katie Patterson coming to join us on this walk. Dean from Impera. Like, all these amazing human beings are going to come with us and just connect with our community. Might even have a little surprise for a few people. Alan Stevens is coming down from Newcastle. John Craig's coming from the Gold Coast. Amazing people coming together in order to create a better community for our community in Frankston. And I love it. But it all starts with support. It all starts with a bit of reflection, giving people the opportunity to see what's good about things, seeing that we're all human, because we are. In a community, this journey to get to this point, I have learnt so much about Frankston. There's so much I need to understand. There's so much I need to bring together, but I see so many opportunities to actually work together. There's a lot of people working in silo at the moment, and that doesn't create the best opportunities for our community. So what can we do together? What can we bring together to make something extraordinary happen. I'm looking forward to it next year. I'm looking forward to cross-pollinating, right? Like my big thing. I love this when we talk about this. I was speaking with Von Theo Borsch yesterday, and we're talking about how a garden grows, right? And how the magic of myself and Yvonne, 1 + 1 = 3, cross-pollinates and then makes a bigger, stronger, more fruitful garden for us all. Now, next week when we start up on our walk, I'm so grateful for the opportunity that Janice Dunn, real estate agent in Frankston South, has thrown her dollars where her mouth is and is supporting her community. Hot promos like David Torelli and Renee Torelli are right behind us with this. And I tell you what, it's going to be amazing. We're going to be based at the Bayside Community Kitchen, and we'll be starting there in the mornings. And then we'll be having breakfast, but also lessons on how to communicate, because it's not uh, just about the socks, right? The socks, obviously, they have great impact, and they're the lasting memory of what we're about. But it's actually about the connection and the time we spend with one another that actually allows these things. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it when these things pop up. Coming all the way from Ireland. I love it. Thank you, Andy Kearns, you gorgeous human. And so, and throw me a curveball there because my heart just went, oh, there's a man that I love. That's beautiful. I love it. So, but it's about how we connect with our community. Like the moment I'm sort of sitting down, putting down the actual keys to how this works, right? Because how do you connect with a stranger you've never met, let alone gift them something and not to feel like you're selling the Bible to them, because that's something that can be a internal struggle when you first do that and you walk up to somebody and you gift them a pair of socks. It's not about, here, I'll take the socks, get out of my way. There's our conversation yesterday. Great conversation too, Yvonne. But it's about, actually put that up there. So yesterday I had a conversation with Yvonne. Please jump on it and have a bit of a listen. It was a pretty good conversation, and just talking about how to connect, that love, and I'm excited about what's come with that. But so with the socks, like I'm sitting there, how is it we actually connect? What is it? Because the socks are the tool. The socks are the thing that we leave people with to remind them that somebody actually cares about them, because we do. We do care about one another, As humans, we have a lot more in common than what we don't. Our differences are what make us unique, but our commonalities make us what we are, the society that we live in. So how do we connect? How do we go into that? Well, you got to get the eye contact. The eye contact is so important when you meet somebody. Gauging, looking in. If you can't get the eye contact, that means they're wanting to be on their own. So then we have to say, excuse me, thank you for doing your best right now. That's awkward, right? How often do we validate people? How often right now? I'm working with Gav Top on learning how to validate, be a better man, be a stronger man for myself and my community. And we've been talking about validation recently. And it's so important to validate one another, let each other know that we are important. But the bigger one is to accept the validation. That's something that I've struggled with. Normally I just brush things off, like it's, Scott, that did this. Yeah, mate, no worries. Yeah. Thanks, Scott. That's awesome. Yeah, mate, no worries. It's just part of the day. But I realize I've been taking away the opportunity to strengthen my relationships, because it takes courage to validate somebody and celebrate somebody. It takes an inner strength of wanting to let somebody know how much you mean to them. Like it's yesterday I had an amazing conversation with a man that is dear to my heart. And I've gone off a bit of a tangent here, but I'm okay with that. If you know me, I'm always off on a tangent. But this beautiful man, Chris Hughes, his daughter went to school with Oscar for the last 7 years, and we've really gotten to know each other. And I've become a better man because he's in my life. I've become a more caring man and a more nurturing man, and it's something that I'm really proud of. It's a friendship that's really helped me grow. And yesterday, on the last day, he was picking up his daughter, and I was standing down on the stairs, and he was standing up, and I just said to him, I said, "Chris," I said, I really want to honor you and thank you for being in my life for the last 7 years. I really want to appreciate you for everything you've done. Your friendships mean the world to me. It's been a challenge. I've really grown to love you." He goes, "I feel like I need to give you a hug right now." So I jumped up and I gave the man a hug. I felt amazing for that, validating him. So that's what this is about. It's about validating our community in Frankston. 12 days of Christmas is about going into Frankston and saying, "I see you, Sabu Bona. Thank you for doing your best right now." It's been a challenging time. There's been so many different things go on, and I constantly speak to people, and people are just exhausted. People are done. People want this year over. They want to go into next year, but again, we're feeling the tension of what's next. What's next? Do you know what's next? It's time to reconnect. It's time to bridge the gap. Time is now. We're gonna do it with a smile. I was sitting there yesterday going through a few things while Oscar's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm looking at the opportunities that are in and around our community. There's a speak and share, and um, there's it's okay not to be okay. There's a lot of conversations going on right now, helping people ask the question, are you okay? Let's speak. Let's talk. Is it lip service, or are we actually taking the time to do that? I've had the joy of learning Cam from the Bayside Kitchen, community kitchen, and just the effort this man's been putting into the community. He serves meals for those sleeping rough, and the one thing I love about him more than anything is the fact that he actually cooks vegan and vegetarian meals as well, so that people can keep their integrity, even though things aren't quite going right. They can stay within their values. And I think that's so important. And we're talking about what we've got coming up next year and how we want to see things go. And we want to create a community where everybody comes together, and we can grow through that. We're going to bring board games into his community kitchen, so those that are looking for something to do, they can sit there and play. Going to bring some personal development books into there so that we can grow together. There's going to be men's groups where we sit and talk. But the one thing I've realised, and I hope he doesn't mind me talking about this, but I'm gonna we're gonna like both he and I look at life and see what's going on in our society and go, "I'm not okay with this. I want to do something about this." So instead of talking about it, we're just doing it. Funny I say that I'm sitting here, isn't it? But it's those actions. What are the actions we can take in order to support each other? I'm absolutely stoked because his partner Vanessa has actually put together a table of people who will support one another, who will come in and have conversations and actually find ways to support each other. I think that's awesome. Mm. Can't wait to start connecting with the community. Can't wait to start connecting with the community that I love. I sit back and I look at it now, and put the effort that's been put in to make this happen. And I've got things wrong. I've had to learn a lot along the way. but I'm making progress. I'm having a crack. There's so many amazing people that have supported this journey, and that's one thing that of recently I've just been reflecting on those things and on the amazing people that continually support just trying to get things done. From the cold water crazy ladies that are consistently there. Mark Lang working her backside off to try and create deeper connections. Like it's such a wonderful future we're walking into, but it's going to take a bit of action. Mm. I'm lost in thought today. I'm lost in thought on how to make things work. I'm lost in trying to find ways in which we can bring us together. Because we're important. And I really give a shit about our community. I really give a shit about you. I give a shit about how we move forward. And I know deep down inside every human is the same. It's just how do we do that? We do it together. With a smile, of course. I've rambled today. I really have rambled. But I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay to just turn up. I'm okay to just not know exactly what to do at times. But I know the importance of turning up. Turn up, have a crack. Share a story. See where it lands. See what lands. Because I'm worth it. Hmm. Have an amazing day today. Enjoy the opportunities that come your way. Next week I'll be busy on the Stalkbook and, and LinkedIn. I've been a bit quiet of late. And I'm looking forward to sharing what I think will be extraordinary. I'll become more human because I'll be connected with more humans. And I'm looking forward to that. So have an amazing day. All right, take care. Bye.